your girl, LaTonia Monroe Naylor, your mission rich business consultant, here with another Tea and Talk Tuesday. Yes, I am going to share with you. First of all, y'all know every week I have to have my mug. And when I have my mug, it always means something that's important to me, something that, is a standard that I live by. It has value and substance. And this week it says, "So will I," from Psalms 148. And the reason why that is so important for us to talk about is because I made a commitment many years ago that I would be a mission rich leader. I didn't call it that, but now that I've, basically coined the phrase, y'all, mission rich is very important to me. It's important that we not just have leadership, but also that we have the ability to harmonize our life and our business and the things that are so important to us. And so that's what being a mission rich leader is about. And that's what we are going to talk about today. Leading with strategy, soul, and sustainability. And so the reason why this is important is because people tell me, so many things and their concerns, why they have challenges with their businesses. I look at some of my clients and as we're unpacking how they got to where they are and the concerns that they have about how do they elevate or get to the next level. These are some commonalities, some common pain points that I've heard. One of them: I'm tired of being the only one who gets it in my organization. I'm tired. I feel like I'm the only one that gets it. Nobody else gets it, right? The next one is, I feel guilty taking a break. Everything depends on me. That's hard. It's hard. And it's not always because you're the only one in your business. Sometimes you're one of many in your business and you still feel like you can't take a break. Because at the end of the day, if I take a break, things won't get done. That means that there's work that needs to be done, okay? And we're going to talk about that. Another one that I hear from my clients is that I am not sure of how to lead a team and stay true to the mission. Staying true to the mission is so important, and leading a team is so important. So how do I balance both and be able to stay the course and grow? And last but not least, people say I need boundaries and systems. Y'all know I like that, systems. But I don't know where to start. People tell me that I need it. So if people can notice that you need boundaries and systems, then that's really a problem, right? And this is something that's a common thread for many of my clients as to why they come and see me, because these are the things that I'm really struggling with, right? The good thing about it is the reason why you're struggling is because you are mission rich at heart. People who are more concerned about zeros added to the end of their revenue stream, those people are not concerned about the people that are around them. They're concerned about the bottom line. When you actually care about the people around them just as much as you care about the sustainability, those are some of the key characteristics of folks who are mission rich. And so in order for you to be effective in that mission rich leadership, in order for you to be able to grow and have sustainability and impact, you have to know some of these tips that I'm going to share with you today. So the first one that I'm going to share is empathetic leadership is not soft. It is strategic. It's strategic. It's one of the topics that I talk about a lot when I'm invited to do trainings, when I'm invited to do keynotes, is really focusing on that empathetic leadership aspect. Because some people look at empathy as a thing that it means you're weak. It means that you let people get over on you. But that's because most people don't understand what healthy empathy is. And when you're able to employ healthy empathy, it is very intentional, very strategic. It's not self-serving because it's really integrated in your organization, into your business plan, with the intent of making sure that there's a sense of belonging for the folks that you're interacting with, but also that you are empowered to be able to be who you are and show up in the space the way that you need to show up as a leader, so that you can not just role model, but for you to be able to build relationship with folks. You see, it's one thing to be able to build up leaders. It's another thing to build up folks that are willing to stay with you and be loyal to your vision and undergird you. And when you're operating from a place of empathetic leadership, not only does that actually affect your bottom line, it absolutely ensures that people are going to be loyal to you. And even if they leave you and go somewhere else, they will always remember you and always think about, how can I leverage what I know, what I do with this individual that has really impacted my life. So understand, empathetic leadership is not weak. The next thing is, rest is resistance. Prioritize work-life harmony. I tell you that all the time. Like, my goal as a consultant, as a coach, as a person, as a leader, is to make sure that when I lead, that I am really helping folks to see the benefit of harmony, of balance. And when you really employ that in the right way, it does create profitable impact. And profitability is not just dollars and cents, y'all. Profitability can be resources that you're able to leverage, doors that you're able to get into that you would not have been able to. And just at the end of the day, just favor. I mean, favor can be a shield around you, okay? Favor can absolutely be a shield around you. And it all goes back to, how do you treat people, right? There's that golden rule: treat people as you would want to be treated. Or even bigger than that, treat people as you would have, not just how they treat you, but as you would want to be treated, right? That is the most important part. People don't think about it that way. Nowadays, in the world that we live in, people want to do tit for tat. The way you treated me, I'm going to treat you back. But at the end of the day, are you showing the people that are looking up to you a better way of doing business and a better way of operating in the world? Because I promise you, if the people around you watch somebody do something to you that was not okay, and you responded in a way that was empathetic, that showed them a level of meekness, that people are going to cling to that, because they will say, I would never did it that way. So however they were able to do it, I want to do it that way. Show me. I want to be connected to that. It magnetizes people. It attracts people to you. Okay? So understanding that now, rest is resistance. What does that mean? Well, when you rest, it allows you to resist the things that are really not okay for you to be engaging in, right? When we don't rest, we get hangry, we get upset, we get frustrated, we're easily agitated. But not just that, we actually can't see with clarity. When you're physically tired, and I'm talking to you 24-hour workers, because some of y'all work 3 shifts for your business, and at the end of the week, you're like, what did I do? Because you were exhausted, because you were tired, you were running on E. There's a level of brain activity that does not happen when you are exhausted. It just doesn't. It's very difficult for you to have strategy. So let me ask you this. If you are able to accomplish what you have been able to accomplish, operating on zero almost, on E almost every time, because you're exhausted and you're tired and you're pushing yourself too far, imagine the impact that you can have, not just on yourself, not just on your family, but also in your business, if you actually took the time to rest and let your creative juices flow and be able to formulate a plan that is going to work and be important for you and your loved ones.